Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 essentials of hiking and camping. Hi, my name is Cara and I'm an outdoor guide and recreation specialist for Naval Station Everett, and I'm here today to introduce you to the 10 essentials. So what are the 10 essentials and why are they important? The 10 essentials are a list of, you guessed it, 10 items that are going to help you in the event that the unthinkable happens. You run into an emergency while you're in the backcountry. They're going to help you get through that emergency and help you to survive in the event that something were to happen. It's, sometimes you're going to go on a trip into the wilderness and you're going to use only a couple or maybe not any of these at all. But there may be a time when you go out into the wilderness and you have to use every single one of these items. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Alright, so the first item we have for you today is navigation. Sometimes trails aren't very well marked and you need a way to find your way to your destination or back to your starting point. So what you'll need is something like a GPS or a map and compass. What's important with these items is you need to know how to use them. The next item we have is illumination. So that could be something like a headlamp or a flashlight. Sometimes you're stuck outside longer than you thought you would be, and you need something to light your way on your way back to your trailhead so that you don't break an ankle or wander off trail. And make sure you have extra batteries for any illumination that you have with you. Next one we have is clothing. So clothing will be tailored to your specific outing that you're going toward. So with me today, I have for extra layers a puffy coat and rain gear. In the Pacific Northwest, as soon as the sun sets, it gets chilly. And if you're out on a mountaintop, the breeze is coming through, you're also going to be pretty cold. So that insulation is necessary out here. In the mountains, the weather changes very quickly, so I always go out with my rain gear. Next one we have is fire. So your fire could look like waterproof matches, or it could be a lighter. If you're out longer than you expected, a little heat could go a long way. Next one we have for you is food. So I have snacks here today with the assumption that I'm just going out for a quick day hike. But if you're going to be out a little longer, then maybe you'll need a little bit more extra food. So if you're going out for multiple days, maybe you need an extra full day's worth of food. Next we have water. So water could just be extra water bottles, or if you know you're going to an area with a water feature, like a lake or a river, you could bring a water filter or tablets, some way to purify the water so that you don't have to carry as much in your backpack. Next one we have is your repair kit. Your repair kit's going to look a little bit different depending on the particular adventure you're going on. So sometimes maybe you'll have zip ties for in case you're wearing snowshoes, and zip ties a quick, easy fix. And maybe you'll have a knife if you're going to be out for a while and you think you might, well, who knows? You never know when you'll need it. Next one we have is first aid supplies. So just like your repair kit, your first aid supplies will look a little bit different based on a great many factors, including your group size, the duration and distance of the particular adventure that you're going on, and it could also be tailored toward your specific medical needs. Next, we have sun protection, which could include something like a hat, sunglasses, sunscreen. Those are things that you always want to make sure that you have with you, because like I said, weather changes quickly. It's a cloudy day and maybe the sun comes out. Particularly on the snow, if you don't have sunglasses, you might become a victim to something called snow blindness, which is going to make it very tough for you later on your hike. All right, and the last one we have for you is your emergency shelter. Your emergency shelter should be with you at all times. If you're going on a multi-day backpacking trip, if If your tent is left at your campsite, that is not your emergency shelter. So we have here a space blanket. It could also be something like a bivy sack or a tarp. In the event something were to happen and you can no longer make it back to your trailhead or make it back to camp, you need something that's going to protect you from the elements. Your 10 essentials are simply a baseline for your pack. Every adventure you go on is going to cause your pack to look a little bit different. So I want to remind you that this is the baseline and you're going to be adding toward your pack and toward the equipment that's necessary for your trip to be a successful adventure every time you go out. If you have any questions about the 10 essentials, then please feel free to comment below or to come into our community recreation office, and we'll be more than happy to talk to you a little more about the 10 essentials of camping and hiking. If you would like to view this video again later, please feel free to go to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel at Navy Life PNW. Until then, enjoy your adventures.